This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
Welcome to the Barbados Today evening update for Monday, April 20th. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good evening. Our top story. Police officer Everton Gittens is now behind bars, charged with the March 15 murder of Selwyn Knight. This after the District A Magistrates Court and the High Court denied him bail when he appeared to answer the charge today. He has been remanded until May 18th, and his appearance before Magistrate A. Seal drew a large crowd at the gate of the Bridgetown Court this morning, among them the Knight family, who expressed satisfaction that justice is finally being served.
I want justice because my husband was a hard-working man, and he's the one that supports the family. I know that he got very hard, and I want justice in every way possible because it ain't fair. He haven't done anything. He was just protecting his home and what his money buy for his grandchildren.
It took too long for him to be arrested because we knew it was him that did it, and we thought that he should have been charged within like 2 days like how the other guy was charged. So today is a good day for us, and I know it's not going to bring back blues, but at least we feel that some justice is going to be served in the future.
However, their lawyer Andrew Pilgrim is disappointed with the length of time it took to get the case at this stage.
I think it's important for them to see that justice is being done, from the point of view of the family. At the same time, somebody said to me that I have got what I wanted. It's not what I want. If the DPP in reviewing this file is of the view that this gentleman should be charged with murder, and that is what he has decided, we respect that decision. If he had decided it has to be some other charge, we will have to respect that as well. But I still find that there's a delay issue here. Yes, we should be satisfied that something has been done. I know that period of 30, how many days of uncertainty, I would feel very uncomfortable with it. And I wonder if Andrew Pilgrim was charged, if I would not be before the court 2 days later, if the circumstances were the circumstances that exist here, broad daylight, a living witness who can say what happened, etc., 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 ballistics to match. I'm still a little bit concerned about that.
Meantime, Assistant Commissioner of Police Mark Thompson says his police force sympathizes with the pain and anguish that the Knight family has had to endure for the past month, and says while words of comfort are inadequate at this time, he maintains that the force did all in its power to conduct an impartial and transparent investigation in the quickest time possible. In other news, University of the West Indies Professor Sir Hilary Beckles has responded to accusations made by Prime Minister Frondell Stewart. Last night, the Prime Minister charged that the UWI head has been disrespectful to his government on the grounds that he has been posing as an alternative government while heading a learning institution. But Sir Hilary, who maintains that he has never been critical of the Frondell Stewart administration, says the university must be allowed to share its assessments on government policies.
We do not criticize governments. I would not and never would criticize a government. But we have to share our scientific assessment of policy, both positive and negative. It is our responsibility to share an assessment and to find solutions to these problems. That is not the same thing as being critical of a government. I cannot imagine a situation in which I would be disrespectful of our Prime Minister. That is not consistent with who I am and what I do. But I have written to the Prime Minister to ask him for an official meeting where we can discuss matters in relation to education, policy, the university. I believe that we can put this whole thing behind us.
Some good news now for scores of retrenched National Conservation Commission workers. After a year of waiting, 85 of the approximate 200 former workers will finally receive their severance pay by Friday. Acting General Secretary of the National Union of Public Workers, Rosalind Smith, tells Barbados Today these workers are those who have opted not to go before the Employment Rights Tribunal, which begins public hearings on May 20th. 79 others will have their cases heard. Smith says the remaining 36 have not yet made their intentions known. In sports now, Barbadian rally drivers will need to be in top form in the upcoming Sol Rally Barbados if bragging rights are to remain at home. Yesterday at the Barbados Rally Club's shakedown stages, ace Jamaican driver Jeffrey Panton and co-driver Mark Fennell Jr. showed their mettle in their Ford Focus while finishing more than 18 seconds up on Trinidad and Tobago's John Penty Powell, with Roger, the Sheriff's Skeet, finishing the event in third position. But Barbados still had much to shout about as Barry Mayers won the tussle for two-wheel drive honors while finishing fifth overall in his Starlet. The Jamaicans won all 5 morning stages while Skeet won 4 of the afternoon's 5 reverse stages.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
FAS Entertainment presents the Digicel Vintage Reggae Show and Dance featuring Marcia Griffith, Dobby Thompson, Fab 5,
I'm the man they call sweet.
Boris Gardner,
I wanna wake up with you.
Leroy Gibbons,
Magic moment.
Shaka Demus and Pliers, Admiral Tibet, plus Biggie Irie and Super Ruben, MC Admiral International, the Digicel Vintage Reggae Show and Dance, Friday, April 24th, Garfield Sobers Gymnasium, showtime 9 p.m.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
A test of character, a test of focus, a test of will, a test of resilience, a test of courage. Barbados, the test is on. West Indies, England, May 1st at the Mecca. Tickets $30, $40, $50, and $60. It's on.
You, Barbados is on.
The news from the region now. A small plane has crashed shortly after taking off from a resort area on the eastern tip of the Dominican Republic, killing all 7 people on board. The pilot of the single-engine Piper PA-32 was apparently attempting to make an emergency landing after taking off from the Punta Cana when the plane struck the ground of a golf course adjacent to the airport and burst into flames. Local police said 4 of the passengers were tourists from Spain and 2 were from Britain. The pilot was from the Dominican Republic. On the international scene, the European Union today set out a number of measures to try to ease the migrant boat crisis in the Mediterranean. It says Triton patrolling services will be strengthened and a military mandate sought to destroy people smuggling boats. The move comes as rescue officials responded to a number of distress calls from migrant boats today. And on that note, we come to the end of our evening updates, but we'll be back again tomorrow morning. Until then, remember, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also, we're on Channel 101 online TV as well as Mix 96.9 FM. There you can get all the latest news and sports. I'm Frenella Wedderburn. Have a good evening.
This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear?
Hashtag sexy.